them zipped up, and just lift your toes up so you're on your heels. Try not to fall backwards, obviously. Open into your Pilates V and press the feet down. So draw your thighs and knees up to what we call the hip creases, and your belly button, draw it back slightly. Yeah, don't miss the positioning, it's important. Pull your shoulders down by drawing your fingers down, but keep your chin in neutral, as if there's a clementine right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Just hold that long, straight, neutral spine, even though we have action in the muscles. Then keeping your legs nice and strong and your torso, put your hands to your support. You should be just elbows distance, so you're straight. And lift your heels up in a releve and down, and 2 and down, and 3. So you'll hear some ballet terminology, some Pilates terminology, and just some cueing that comes to mind for me to help you get a sense that I'm right there with you, which I'm looking forward to being soon. 2, 3, 4. Hold your heels high and spin the heels behind you. We are warming up. Raise your right arm, and we're already adding on. Lean into your left high heel toe, as that's called, and wrap your right foot around your left. So your little leg is holding quite a bit. Lower lift, bottom down, heel lift, lower lift. 5 more of these. Don't expect to go too high. Yeah, you're not going to lift too high with this kind of weight bearing on one lower leg. Lean into your right, cross the ankles, draw everything up again into a long vertical line. Lovely. Raise your left arm. Now we're going to lower it, then lift for 10. 2, 3. Don't worry about how high. Keep your form nice and even, and that's going to give you all the workout that we're looking for. Stay on those high heel toes. You're on the balls of the feet and toes, and do some running in place. Still warming up, getting the heart rate going. We've got quite a ways to go, and everything has its place and space, so don't rush it. Don't rush it, don't skip it. But if something becomes too intense, bow out for a moment, come back in. Quite all right. All right, step back from your support, make your hands like what I call pillow hands. Shoulders hug down, here come the knee lifts. By the way, keep your knees and toes forward. Try not to turn out all the time. Good. Lift, 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 lift. That's beautiful. Keep going. Yep, the seat's getting into the action, the ledge of the seat. We'll be working on that specifically soon enough. Right now, it's full body warm up. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not done. 5 arms in a V. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And keep going. Draw your shoulders down even though your hands are up. Keep breathing evenly. Stay steady. Try not to bounce and rock. Bring the arms out. So everything works, those abs and your back, because we're keeping it nice and strong against the movement of arms or legs. Yeah. Beautiful. Come into what's called goalpost arms. Lift the chest up. Let's work on rotation of the spine. Let's go. Twist and 2 and 3 and 4 and keep going. So many people ask, what's the difference between Pilates and yoga? A big part is that Pilates is really focused quite a bit on the core. Everything between your shoulders and your knees, not just your arms and legs. And Barre weaves dance principles and movements into the Pilates. So it's quite a perfect workout for every muscle group. Keep going. One last. Woo, inhale. Bring the arms out and down. Beautiful. I'm going to assume we don't have many props. So if you have hand weights, don't worry about them. We don't need them now. And if you don't, well, we're going to work out without them. Yes, meet me on all fours at the mat. I'm not saying you're going to love this, but your body will. So open your knees now as wide as your mat and click your big toes together. Straighten your spine and then walk your hands at least 1, 2 handprints forward, and then turn those dials of hands in and soften your elbows. Now, meanwhile, the seat is up. Instead, lift your toes. Then glide your hips down, but not till you're falling. Keep yourself now on this diagonal from the crown of your head to your base of the spine. Bend the elbows, push up. Bend, push up. Barre push-ups, let's go. 4, you can do it. 5, don't worry how deep you go, just keep it moving. 3 more. 3, push it up. Push it up. Last one. Push it up. Woo. Come on to all fours. Tap your toes, bring them back to life. Slide your right hand really far up the mat. Then your left. Then look up, lift the chin and lift your tail. And lower, lower, lower the chest. Oh yeah, post, push-up position. Oh, what a stretch. Take the hands back. You're gonna feel rejuvenated after this class, I promise. Now your knees are bent, your heels, your toes are together, your knees are apart. Bow the head down, bring the arms behind you. Rock side to side in your reset pose. Now keep your head down, your chin tucked, as you sit back on your heels and then ripple your spine up to neutral. Wow, okay? If you love the push-ups, you're gonna love this next one even more. Not really. Bring your thumbs to the sides of your round hip. Walk your hand, 1 handprint back. And instead of the fingers facing your toes, turn the dial out slightly on both sides. Now lift your chest and trust me, walk those heels closer and squeeze your legs together. Now bend your elbows like you're going to fall back, but instead of falling back, stretch to a long arm and wiggle those hips side to side, rock them. Good, so you have space under your seat. Bring your right leg in. Now, the only way my seat's coming down is if I bend my elbows. Then I raise the seat. Bend the elbows, lift, bend and lift. Think of bend and lift rather than bobbing your seat up and down. 5 more. 1, 2, I know. 3, 4, 5. This is instead of light weights that we have in the studio. So when we're in the studio, we'll do a different series. And down, up, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Let's go, ladies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, you feel it. 5. Oh my gosh. And sit up right on the mat. We're going to come up to the support after we shake those muscles. So sit up nice and straight. Raise your right arm. Don't skip the shake by stretch. Pat yourself in the middle of the back. Take the elbow. Yeah, we just worked that tricep. Let's get it in shape. Bring that arm out and across. And then let it go. Switch the way your legs are crossed. Always working on our balance and symmetry. Left arm straight up, that's already a stretch. Pat yourself on the back. Make that picture frame, add a smile. Someone's going to win a prize. And bring your arm out and across. Beautiful stretch for your shoulder cuff. Let it go and meet me standing up. When you're up, link 8 fingers, not your thumbs, and then glide down. Lift your chest, push the chest out, do more work. Release the hands. Now I had my fingers like this. I'm going to reweave them with the other hand starting. Do the same. Go back down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're feeling it in your shoulders, your back, your chest. Let it go. All right, we are not going to let the computer and our phone get to us. Straighten your arms. Bring these hands as if they're flat against a concrete wall. Then curl them around an imaginary ping pong ball. Feel that stretch. Then palms up. If you play racket sports, you won't have problems with your elbow. If you do these religiously, pull the fingertips gentle. Then the other hand, gentle. We are ready for thigh work. The whole body's been warmed up. Come to your support. From hand to elbow is your distance. I'm going to show you side view so your posture is always correct. I'm bending my knees without leaning backward or forward. Just bend the knees, keep your hips and shoulders in a stacked position. Beautiful. Then lift your heels without straightening your knees. You're feeling it already? Good. Lower your hips a little more, deepening the knee bend. But don't lose your good position. Try to resist this. Try to resist that. Come down straight. Good. And now we're going to have some fun. Open, shut them, open, shut them. 3, 4, 5. Very small. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze those legs together. And now we're going to do a pulse. A pulse isn't a bounce. It's a down, let it go. Down, let it go. So it goes down, let it go. Down, let it go. Give it a little oomph. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down, hold it down, hold it down. Straighten your legs. Lower your heels. We go into our lovely running in place. Glue your toes to the mat, run in place. That's what it should look like. Yeah, be happy and make your joints just as happy. Great. Lower your heels, take a breath. We're going to use ballet footwork to work our thighs in different positions. Lean back, then open into that Pilates V, like my hands are showing you. Really press the feet down, engage the mat, draw everything up. And now I want you to really grip your glutes together. You feel that? Let it go. Grip your glutes, let it go. Grip them, let it go. Squeeze those cheeks, let it go. 2 more. Squeeze it. Squeeze those cheeks. Let it go and bend your knees. Getting the seat in the action. Your heels are down. We're going to first do a series heels down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it down. Beautiful. And now we're going to lift the heels and lower. Lift them and lower. So lift them apart. Lift them. Yeah, bringing those arches back in our feet from walking around maybe in flip-flops or slippers too much. All right. Hold the heels up. Walk the feet together. Come down deeper into that bend. Stop right there. Pull the knees only back. So no flopping back and forth. It's not flapping. It's back. Back. I'll give you the side view. Back. Back. It's small. Back. 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 Be kind to your knees. Bring those knees back. And now we're going to pulse. Down 2. Release only half of it. Come down 2 full. Up only half. Down, down, up 1. Like the size of a corkscrew or an inch. Down, down, up 1. Down, down, up 1. 2 more. Down, down, 1 more. Down, down, up 1. Bring your knees forward and climb onto your toes. Go back to those lovely dancing, running in space. Knee dancing on your feet. Yeah, get those knees nice and happy. Keep the heart rate going. Let's burn calories. It's all good. Good. So your feet are just hip width apart. Oh, not these. I mean hip bones. Right inside your shoulders. Beautiful. Toes are forward. If you have a ball or a block, either one can work as a prop in the mid-thigh. I love a ball. If you have nothing, just keep your legs this far. Good. It's not a problem. There's always space under the pelvic floor. That's your pelvic floor and knees. Bend your knees. Start with the heels down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it down. We're going to play with the pelvis here, working our seat and abs. Tuck, release, tuck, release. I lifted this shirt so you could see how my back is going from neutral to flat. Tuck, 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 tuck. Really important for pelvic flexibility and ab strength, core. 2 more. 1, 2, let it go. Natural spine. Now come down deep, 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 deep. Lift your heels. Lift your chest. And we're going to squeeze into the prop we have. And if you don't have a prop, you're going to come in a little, in a little, in a little, in a little. In. So your prop has to have a little give. Can't be really like a soccer ball. Will not work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Let's do some more pulses. Down, 2, up, 1. Down, 2, up, 1. Down, 2, up, 1. You do not need to turn to the side. I'm showing you the spine position because everything I'm doing is working my core. Thigh focused, but the core is working. Down, 2, and let's squeeze the ball. Squeeze it. 2, 3, or squeeze the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to your toes. Lower your heels. Hopefully you have nice space behind you. Walk back. Yeah, I'm leaving the ball there. Keeps my hips and knees even. Then I'm dropping my chest and looking up at my thumbs. Bend your knees. Oh, feel that stretch in the seat. Then straighten your knees. Feel it in the backs of the legs. Yeah, hamstring shaping. Bend and straighten. Bend, don't super straighten the knee. I say straighten, but my knees are tiny, tiny bits off. Bend, I don't lock the knee joint when I straighten right now. 1 more, and then come back to your support. If you used a prop, put it aside, come back to your support in your Pilates V. Heels together, toes out. A very comfortable position for most women. Turn up. Take a step right and a step left. Gather your breath. Bend your knees into a comfortable plie. So don't force it down. Hold it right here. Good. Lift both heels lower. 2. Ooh, those inner thighs, those adductors high in the leg. You're feeling it. 1 more. Hold the heels up. We're going to pulse. Down, down, down. Try not to lean back. Down, down. 3, 4. Hold it down. Come up on your toes. Lower the heels. Stay in this wide second position. Lift the heels lower. 2, 3, 4. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the heels and bend your knees. Gather your breath. Bring your right arm out with the palm up. As you straighten the legs, come onto the toes of the right foot and bring the right arm over, looking kind of under it. Then come back down to the plie. Switch on the toes of the left. Deep stretch. Deep left. Deep right. Deep left. You've got the technique, as we say. Now flow. Deep right. Deep left. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Oh yeah, you're feeling this. We're going to stretch after, I promise. Yep, we're almost there. This is the last position. This is it. Reach down, reach, down, pull the knees back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, straighten the legs. Walk to your support, elbow distance. Come into a little V, not as wide, just a little turnout. Then lift your right heel, keep the left leg straight, and tap the toes to the back of your left leg. Glide that calf across the back of the other leg till your knees come together, and then kick that foot up and take a hold of it. Oh my. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Let it go. Bring the other foot into the same position by coming to the back, gliding, kicking, lifting. You're going to feel it right through this sheath of muscle. Feels good. Yeah. Let it go. Let's do something called a long stretch. So longest legs in the world. Feet are forward. Step your right foot back so the heel is up and the front knee bends. Go deep down with your hips, then pulse 2, 3, 4. Hold it. You're going to just bring that back foot forward a little bit. Keep this knee bent. Press that heel down. You feel it? Press your hands into the support too. Whoa. Gastrocnemius. It's a mouthful. Step back. Left leg is the longest leg in the world now. Do you see how I creep this foot forward? That's because I know this knee needs to be over that ankle. So try to do the same for your knees. Pulse 2, stretching the flexor. Yeah, bring the foot forward, stretching the back of the leg and the Achilles tendon. Press. You play basketball, you do other sports. Important stretch. Walk your feet together, and important for your joints. Give everything a little bit of movement. No one can see you but yourselves. I'm sure you look beautiful, and let it go. I'm going to go down to the mat and take a break with ab work, not kneeling. Then we'll come back to the support for glute work. Oh yeah, so take a seat. I will use props so you can see my body alignment. Don't worry if you don't have the props. A soft ball, though, is really a nice thing to have, a playground ball that's mushy. And these are really inexpensive to do online now, Pilates balls. You get a pipette, you take this off, you can blow it up, and it should be a little jammy. Okay, so if you've got a jammy ball, put it between your thighs. Otherwise, keep your knees and ankles about 4 inches apart. Hold your shins or your patellas, your kneecaps, and lift your chest. Now pull your navel away from the ball or the imaginary ball. Pull it in. Ribs can come out, but not your belly. Good. Your back is nice and straight. Pull your shoulders down. Grip the ball if you have it. Inhale, prepare. Now exhale, tuck your chin, round your tailbone. So what I did is I rounded my tailbone under me. Rock side to side. You'll be on the lower 2x4, that lower pelvic girdle, that bony plate on your lower back. And hold still. My arms are long, so are yours. Inhale, come to straight up. Exhale, round it, scoop it, pull that belly in. Inhale up. You've got the technique. Let's flow. Inhale. When you come back, you can squeeze into the ball if you've got it. Otherwise, just keep those knees separated. 2 more. Up onto those sits bones. Stay right here. If you lift your chest and hold your shins or knees, you're going to feel those bony little bones in the bottom. That's your ischium. Those are your sits bones. Scoop it out. 1 more. Scoop, 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 scoop it out so that where the bra strap buckles, That's where we're pressing away now. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, scoop it forward so your nose stays down. Stay in what's called the flexion. You're in kind of a loop. The spine is in this gorgeous loop. No lower back pain. Strong, flat abs. Healthy spine, healthy abs. Beautiful. Come forward one more time. Now sit up nice and straight. Wow. Okay, you're going to come down onto your forearms. Your neck is going to say, wow, my head is heavy. So resist this and give a little tuck down. Bring one knee into what's called tabletop and the other. Squeeze those legs together. Draw that navel in. Grip the glutes. Make everything work. Keep your left knee in place and stretch the right. Bring the right in, stretch the left. So it's right in, left in, right in, left in. I'm not bringing my knees closer to my body. They're staying right over my flexors, right over these creases. Yeah. 1, single leg stretch. Yeah, in ab position 2. Oh yeah, working those abs. 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Bring the knees in and tuck your chin. Rock side to side to give yourself a break. Come back to tabletop. If your feet hang, you're going to really feel it in your back, so keep the heels higher. If your knees come away, you're going to really feel it in your back. Keep them closer. Open your knees, close them. 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like this with your feet. Toes closed. I'm not putting the soles of the feet together. Just the little toe part. One more. Close it. And one more thing. Toe taps. Down. 1 and 2 and tuck your chin more. 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and squeeze those legs together. Roll across the mat. Your knees are still bent. Your feet are off the mat. Beautiful. Raise your legs to the ceiling. Beautiful. Now, tuck your chin, lift your head, neck, and chest, and bring your forearm under the round hip slightly on either side. Now you can put your head down or keep it up. Scissor splits. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The arms over here really help support the back. 4, 3, put your head down if it's tiring. 1, legs up, roll the head back, open the legs into a straddle. Take a breath, bring the legs back to candlesticks, bend your knees, open your arms. You're going to love this twist. Keep your heels from flopping. Good. Now roll to the right slowly and look to the left. Anything you wind up leaning on, just ignore it as I am doing. Squeeze the thighs together, roll back. I have done this twist right over a doggy paw or tail if she sneaks her way inside the studio here. And grip those legs together and roll back to center. Then roll all the way over so that you're on your front spine. Oh yeah, this is like making an omelet. We're working every part of this. Yup, like a crepe. Point your toes, lift your chest. Let it go. Press your forearms down, lift your chin, open the collarbones, point your toes. Let the stretch go. Inhale, really get into that extension. Now stay here and rock your hips to get your legs a little closer. Then kick right with a double kick. Big, little, big, little, big, little, big, little. Oh yeah. Oh, this is powerful. Try not to collapse into the floor. Keep the chest up while you do this. If you have a ping in your back, separate your legs more. It's letting you know you need a wider base of support. I cannot do these comfortably with my legs all the way together. Some people can. Listen to your body. Last one. Point your toes, lift your chest. It's kind of like listening to your own good judgment, right? Forehead to the mat with pillow hands. Then separate your legs and rock your hips. Oh, just let everything go. Then you're going to pull the navel, your belly button, away from the mat till you feel that cinching in your waistline, and raise your feet. Beautiful. Stay there. Keep your hands down. Just lift the head, neck, and chest. You're in a perfect position for extension. Gorgeous. Come on down. Let it go. Even wiggle your toes a little bit. Then separate your hands. Bring the thumbs lower so they're by the bottom of the bra strap, and push up, or the top of the ribs, as I would say to a man, and rock your hips side to side. Good, and make your way up carefully, letting your equilibrium come back to standing. Make sure you have space behind you. I knew this was coming, so I moved my support forward so I don't kick the hard object behind me. I don't want you to do that either. Okay, we're going to do 2 different positions for our glutes. First, we're going to work the ledge where the rubber meets the road, the little smile. We're going to lift our smiles even higher. Okay, so let's get into a really good position for that. I love pillow hands. So hand over hand, or you could do genie arms if your support isn't as wide as mine, and put your forehead down. Then walk back until your back is nice and straight. So I'll show you what that would look like. It would look like this, not like this, legs straight. Then you're going to bend your knees and just wait for me. Here I come. Okay. Your feet are 4 inches or so apart. Every toe is forward. Lift your right heel. This is important to get the setup. Take your big toe and glide it back. Bend that other knee. Keep this leg from doing that. It wants to turn out. Don't let it. Lift up and lower. Are we going for height? No. Just as high as your hip. So it would be horizontal to the floor. I still need more room. And up and down and up and down. 5 more. 1. Oh yeah. And 2, keep the other knee bent. By straightening it, you lose the ability to move your lower back as well. Now bring the knee in. You lose that flexibility in the pelvis. So leave one knee bent. You also burn out that knee. Not a really good idea. Bend your knees and lift your left heel. Use that big toe to make a marker all the way back. Lift. When I look down, I see the leg disappears. Down. Lift. Down. You're feeling it. I know you're feeling it right in the seat. I know you're feeling it. And lift. Oh, yeah. Really shaping that seat. Doing a seat lift. Hold it one more time. Then bend the knee by bringing it up to the nose. Yeah, that releases the back. And stand up nice and straight. Great work. Take a breath. We're going to do a stretch in between both parts. Why? Because we can. So come closer to your support. And we're going to cross the right ankle over the left bottom thigh. This knee, draw it with your muscle power open. Good. That's the figure 4. Then just sit slowly down and hinge with a straight back. Oh, that feels good. We are not only shaping the seat, girls, We are working for health of the back and that sciatic nerve by this thing called the piriformis. You want stretch there. Sit back, you don't want any inflammation. We want to stretch it and release it. Cross your other leg, pull the knee back, figure 4. Take a seat and lean forward. So I'm not bending at the waist, it's a hinge at the hips. Oh yeah, I feel it right in my seat. Sit back up and release. And go into your little pedal pushes, as I call these. Gather yourself, and here we go into the side muscles. Instead of maximus, medius, minimus. If you need that for your anatomy class, maybe that will help. So we're going to come into Pilates V, and now I am going to ask you to turn to one side. Just a little change in perspective is good. Put your elbow to your hand across your support. And I'm only a few inches from my support. I could even get closer as long as you're straight. So I'm straight, I'm not like this, and straight up. Heels are in Pilates V. I'm bending my knees. Now I have that diamond shape. Lift your left heel. Take your left hand across you like a seatbelt, or it could even go on top of your support. I love that support. Then bring the left toes to the back of your right foot. Keep both knees bent. Then straighten the left, bend it, straighten. Aim the toes to the Achilles tendon, stretch, stretch. Don't overpoint, you can get a cramp. So leave the foot in a comfortable position for you. 4, 3, 2, leave it stretched, lift your chest. Now lift it. 2, we could do it. 3, we got it. 4, you've got this. A 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, you've got this. Bring your knee in and hold the underside of the thigh and round down. You've got this. Oh yeah, the opposite leg's exhausted. Good for you. That's just what you should feel. Heels together, bend your knees, toes are apart, Pilates V. You've got a diamond in the legs. Lift your right heel, tap the back of the left, stretch on a diagonal, bring it in, stretch, bring it in, stretch, stretch, dynamics, and shake. 3, 4, leave it out here, toe just kissing the mat, then lift it off a little. 2, don't bend, try not to bend at this waist, stay straight, let the torso fight it, fight the leg. 2 more, 1, 2, bring that knee up, hold your thigh, bow down. Oh my goodness gracious, just beautiful. We're going to meet at the mat. Yay! We're going to take our shape by stretch and lengthen and do all those good things. So first come down to your forearms. Lovely. My feet are again about 4 inches apart. Cross your left ankle over the right, just like we did at the bar. And instead of letting the knee come towards you, watch it pull away. Oh yeah, you feel that. You feel that right in here. Good, hold that, hold that. Now, flatten the spine to the mat, the arms come long. Oh, you feel that. You can stay here for the breath and stretch, or press your arms down and come into tabletop with the other leg. Beautiful. Now take your left hand through the eye of the donut, link your fingers and press your left elbow into your right inner thigh. Then draw the other thigh towards you with linked fingers. I like to flex my feet to stabilize my knees. And then let it go. Whew. Lower that foot. Uncross. Let's do it again. Take 2. Right foot, the ankle crosses, and instead of a relaxed leg, I'm in work mode. Pull that knee away. Let it stretch. Let the stretch happen. Then do the lift. Stay here. Right arm through the eye of the needle. Link your fingers. Press the elbow into the thigh. Then draw the linked fingers. Oh yeah, you're going to feel that. Now, don't put this foot down. Instead, we are going to take the crossed leg off and take our hands to the sides of our legs with the knees bent and actually draw those legs towards us, staying bent. Rock side to side. Make sure your hip and the sacrum, hip, sacrum, hip, touch the floor. Your waistband is on the floor. Flex your feet, maybe reach up to the outer blades. If that's really hard, come inside and take the instep. But then take the heels out a little and press down. And we're going to rock side to side using the inner grip or the outer, whichever is accessible for you. Take your hands to your side of the leg, close the legs, press your palms to the floor. My legs are bent. I'm going to stretch them for a final stretch with you. Flex your feet and hold somewhere on your right leg as you lower the left really slowly. Oh yeah, you feel it. Keep your feet flexed. Switch it, tap the feet. Fingertips to the other leg. We're not grabbing at it and forcing it. Maybe your knee has to stay bent for your hamstrings. That's okay. Go to your limit. Bring that leg back up, tap them together, and bend the knees. Take your fingertips and play the piano behind your thighs. Lift your heels and tuck your chin. Now you're going to pump like you're on a swing in the playground and rock and roll on your beautiful spine, but not up to the neck. Shoulders to hip girdle, shoulders to hips, shoulders to hips. Do it 1 or 2 more times till you can sit up. Give yourselves a hug. Lift your chest. Beautiful. And speaking of present, they call today the present because it is a gift. So you've all gotten a gift, but I hope some lucky winner is called now. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Okay, everyone's still standing, breathing.